Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saints football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Come on in. Welcome to the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I'm your host, Dose17. Tonight, family, we'll take a look at the latest Saints news, as we'll take a look at some articles from Saints News Network and also Saints Wire USA. We'll also take a look and dive into the young man that I think, as you can see him behind, up right there in your left-hand corner, your right-hand corner as you're looking at your screen. If the Saints are fortunate enough to get this young man in this upcoming draft, with the pending suspension of one Alvin Kamara, either at the beginning of the season or during the season, I think it's a home run. It'll be an inside the park home run, a grand slam, however you want to call it. It will be an excellent pick. Jahmyr Gibbs in the Saints uniform. It's like looking at Alvin Kamara in the Saints uniform. 2.0. So with that being said, family, we also will go around the NBA to look at some of the tonight's scores of the NBA game, and we'll take a look at the latest news from around the NFL. So before we get started, Torrey Shepard Sr., how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. G. Reed 504, come on in. The OG, we called him Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry, how you doing tonight? Come on in. JT, how you doing? Come on in. Blessings to you, my brother. Dana, how you doing? Come on in. Let's see who else we got up in here. Number one Saints fan, how you doing, Queen? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Rose City, who that to you, my brother? Come on in. All right, who else we got? All right, family. Let's see. OG says, but a lot of strange things on these trolls, my God. It's okay, my brother. It's okay. Let them troll, man. They got to deal with you, though, Uncle Jerry. They got to deal with you. The quickest draw in the West. They ain't ready. They don't know what they're up against. Yes, sir, Mr. JT. All right, family, let's get to the news. Share the screen. ESPN outsiders are thinking that a young man currently a free agent from the Green Bay Packers. Let me share the screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, family, there we go. Good to go. Yeah, ESPN thinks that defensive tackle Jaron Reed will be a good fit for the Saints. This is by our good friend and our brother, family member, John Sigler of Saints Wire USA Today. Sigler writes, we're a week away from the official start of the NFL free agency with dozens of players will change teams on lucrative contract agreements. And the New Orleans Saints are positioning themselves to make some more moves after signing their new franchise quarterback, Derek Carr. Though they're still over the salary cap by about 24 million, some clever restructures and maybe a release or two will get them in the clear. At which point, New Orleans can begin to stake out the free agent market for new additions. All right. All right. The fake analytics punch system aside, Reed makes sense as a budget conscious addition to a rebuilding New Orleans defensive line. Reed has experience working in both even and odd fronts, and that would translate to the Saints defense. That would translate to the Saints defense. Call it a 4-3 if you want, but they get creative with a lot of 3-3-5 alignments out of nickel personnel. Don't write off a talented player just because they're used to running in a 3-4 lineup. Reed has been productive while working in a variety of setups. Reed was credited with 33 pressures in each of the last two seasons, both in Green Bay and on the Kansas City and with Kansas City in 2021. His best years came before that with the Seahawks, where he collected 22 sacks across 5 seasons. Reed can play well in the rotation, and he will make sense for the Saints if they can't work out an extension with David Onyemata. If they can, they want to double down on their veteran presence inside. On the other hand, the Saints will be Reed's full team in 4 years. He turned 30 in December and will not be a long-term fix. The Saints should still be looking to pick a talented rookie early in the April April draft if they brought him into the fold. But if nothing else, signing Reed to a sensible deal would mean the Saints don't have to force their hand on draft day and trade up for a defensive tackle or reach on one just because they need the help. He is a name to monitor in the weeks ahead. So Sigler's pointing out that he thinks that Jaron Reed will be a good addition as a rotation piece for the Saints. Look, family, right now the Saints do not have one single defensive tackle under contract. It is non and void. The Saints do not have a defensive tackle under contract. Me personally, I think David Onyemata should be their number one option. I think re-signing David Onyemata would be a smart move. Now, the thing is, if they can't come together on the money, we all know where David's gonna go. He's gonna head to Atlanta. That's just my feeling. I think it's gonna come down to the Saints and Falcons for his services. And I think he's gonna go and play for Ron Nielsen. Why not? He blossomed under Ron Nielsen. He saw his best years under Ron Nielsen. So hopefully David Onyemata can remain with the New Orleans Saints, and then they can add some more rotational pieces. Now, will they bring back Katavius Street? I'm not sure. Some seem to think that Street had a very good year. Um, I'm up in the air. Shy Tuttle, Malcolm Roach. Um, Listen, last year the Saints struggled stopping the run for the first time in a number of years. Normally they're top five against the run. This past year they were like four. They were like 24, like 24 against the run. But despite that, the Saints still managed to field a top five defense. Figure that out. All right. Bruce, how you doing, cousin? Come on in. Thank you for being here, my brother. Denise, Miss Who That Baby, how you doing? Love you too. Thank you for being here. Troublesome Dave, how you doing, my brother? Thank you for being here. Reed was a beast for a little while in Seattle. Yeah, we just need a good rotational piece. Go into the draft, get a young stud. Listen, Ika. I'm telling you who the kid, Kalaji Kansey from Pittsburgh. I know Ross mentioned him earlier this week. Also, Florida defensive tackle Jervon Dexter is someone for us to look at, family. And Wisconsin defensive tackle Keanu Benton. So those are three young men that I'll be keeping an eye on draft night when the Saints are on the board. When the Saints are on the board, and if these kids are still, when the Saints are on the clock, excuse me, and if these kids are still on the board, I love for the Saints to get one of these kids. Now listen, if Kalaji Kansey is there at 29 or 27 or 26, I say trade up. I say go get him. You can't. I say you can't pass up on a young man. Can I mean Kansey, man? The kid just ran about what I think a 4.85 40-yard dash. He's quick. When you watch him on tape, he has a quick first step, man. He has good hands. He's explosive. He finishes his tackles, man. He would be a great addition to the Saints defense and interior. Now, again, David Ayamada is a free agent. How high do the Saints value him? Are the Saints still desiring to keep David Ayamada around? If they decide to let David go test the market, and you know this, once the Saints get a price in their head, they're not going to budge off it. So there's a chance that David Ayamada will not be back. There's a chance we will have a whole new defense and interior this coming season without a single member from this past season's team on the 2023 New Orleans Saints. That is a real possibility, family. Let's see what some comments in here. Number one Saints fans. Thank you again, cuz. Thank you for being here. 469, but he's undersized. Yeah, he's about what 282, about 282, but he's strong. He's quick, and he holds up well against the run too, Dave. I don't know if you have if you got a chance to look at the film. In the film, I looked at the first half of the game against Tennessee. Man, he holds up well against the run. Um, he penetrates, and that's what the Saints have been missing. I mean, toward the end of the season, Davis started coming on and providing that interior rush. So, man, just think about it. Let's just say the Saints do re-sign David Onyemata, and then are fortunate enough to get this kid in the draft and put those two side by side. Then you add your rotation pieces like the young man from Green Bay that we just read about, an undrafted free agent, maybe another veteran to go in that rotation. Maybe you re-sign Malcolm Roach and Shaw Tuttle, or do they move on? All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, David. He is nice, brother. He is nice, man. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let me scroll back up. Showing me no. Eric Wallace, how you doing? Come on in. Who else I missed? Hey, yes, my brother Stoner, OG Stoner. How you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here, my brother. All right, let's go to Saints News Network. One of their latest. Everyone's Derek Carr's epic tweet. All he said was "Who that?" If I ain't mistaken. This is Barbara brother Kyle T. Mosley. You know, let's see. I know everyone. I know Cam Jordan's happy. We know Michael Thomas is happy, and really, that's what I'm waiting for next to see what drops with that situation, with the Michael Thomas situation. What kind of contract? What kind of numbers will they work out? It's going to have to be a new contract. There's no way that Mike can play under the current contract, which was restructured to basically make him a free agent and to to sign a new contract. I'm sure that the new contract would be incentive based with games played, time on the field. Um, if he makes the Pro Bowl, if he has a certain amount of catches and yards, they'll add those incentives in there to make the contract more lucrative. But I don't think it'll be nothing astronomical. I love Michael Thomas. I don't want him to go nowhere. He's only played a grand total of 10 games in the last 2.5, 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. But we all know what he can do. He showed it in week 1 against Atlanta. When he's on the field and he's right, he's that dude. He's that guy. Simple and plain. Can't go a Mike. And now with Derek Carr coming aboard, I think he won't just be limited to intermediate and slants, which people, you can call him slant boy, but they can't stop him. You know what he's going to do, but you can't stop him. I think Mike can stretch the field. He has stretched the field before in his career. No, we all know Mike's not a burner, but he's one of the best route runners in the league. His route tree to me is second to none. He's one of the top route runners in the National Football League. Family, there are 21 of us in here. I ask you if you please hit that like bell, hit that like button. If it's your first time, subscribe and welcome to the family. All right. New comments, scroll down. Let's see. Eric Howard, how you doing? Come on in. Let me see. Dana says, I doubt Mike T going. I don't think he's going anywhere either, Dana. I think they're going to work it out. Michael Thomas wants to be here. That's the vibe I get from the young man. He wants to be here. G Reed 504 says, Dolph, did you see the Dolphins are letting Michael 6? Yes. I wrote the article about it on our blog. Listen, I would love to pair Mike Gesicki with Jawan Johnson, but I believe it was on Twitter today. Shout out to John Sigler. Sig was saying that he's hearing rumors about the Saints being interested in the tight end in this draft. So could the Saints not be as sold on Jawan Johnson as we think? Now, the thing that will have to happen is Jawan Johnson is not an unrestricted free agent. He's a restricted free agent. So the Saints can place a second-round tender on him. So if they place a second-round tender on him, someone signs him to the offer sheet, do the Saints match it or do they let him go and get an extra second-round pick? And let's say they go in free agent, they go that route. You bring in a Mike Gesicki and you draft one of these young tight ends. Hey, shouts out to Coach Rock and his favorite tight end. One of his favorite tight ends in this draft is the young man from Utah, Kincaid. I think Kincaid will be wonderful in this offense, family. I love to see Kincaid lined up in this offense. Kincaid to go and Gesicki. Now, with Gesicki and the blocking, we'll have to worry about the blocking. But other than that, fam, I think it'll be it'll be a good match. Hopefully, I don't think Jawan Johnson's going to go anywhere, but it was something that Sigler was reporting today that he was hearing rumors that the Saints are interested in the tight end, and maybe it's not about Jawan Johnson. Maybe the Saints are about to move on from Adam Troutman. I mean, he's had 3-4 years and injuries, inconsistent play. The Saints may be about to move on from Adam Troutman. All right, let me see. OG Stoner says, I like Washington from Georgia. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. And of course, everybody, that great catch he made at the combine. But my only thing about him coming from Georgia is he was his targets, he was limited. He wasn't even the main man at Georgia as far as the tight end. It was the other kid. And but he's extremely athletic. What the kids believe 6'6", 6'7", fairly good, above average blocker. He's an above average blocker. So definitely be a welcome addition to this team. Dana says Troutman haven't gave them a reason he should stay. Correct. I'm sorry, Troutman hasn't. He had his chance. They pretty much handed him the starting tight end job, and he couldn't take advantage of it because of injuries and inconsistent play. It's just that simple. 504 Cole say, dog, I don't think it's a good idea to take a tight end before round 3. What you think? Um, it depends. It's all on the club, man. You know how teams fall in love with a player, man. You know, I think it's a fairly good tight end class. I think you can probably get a third, like you said, third round. You can probably get a real good tight end. Man, but that Kincaid kid, man, and Kuntz, yeah, that we looked at the other night, David, and Kuntz and Laporta, yeah, these other teams overdraft for tight end. Yeah, we don't need to overdraft for tight end. We don't. There are some players, and the kid Shoemaker from Michigan. I see couple drafts. He's projected to go late third, fourth. Even some even have him down as a fifth to sixth round pick. From what I see, the kid's serviceable in the red zone. He's a willing blocker, so I think that'll be a good somebody to keep an eye on late in the draft. Maybe on the third day if he's still on the board. Let me see. Brock Bloody Balls, and that's coming from a Mizzou man. Gotcha. Yeah, Georgia did. They underutilized him, man. They did. All right. 504. Tory. Okay, who that to you, my brothers? All right, family. Let's go take a look here at the Derek Cole's epic tweet, as our brother Kyle T is calling it. And we go get into some Derek Cole news tonight too. I still want to know how y'all feeling out there. I know I was on Big Q last night, man. I know a lot of y'all, man, don't like the move. A lot of y'all don't like it. You just don't like it. But who were we going to get? You saw what the Giants paid Daniel Jones, and I was saying Saints go after Daniel Jones, but hell, nah, not for what they paid him. And quick question: how the hell Daniel Jones just gets his money like that and is okay, but a former MVP all of a sudden he can't get paid? There's a problem because he doesn't have a agent. There's a who was it today? It was on Get Up this morning. I forgot the young lady's name, but she said that a lot of NFL execs were concerned about Lamar Jackson and his mom representing him, them representing themselves and not having an agent. And she was like, well, how a lot of these teams are concerned with how can they get in touch? How would they get in touch with Lamar Jackson? How, like, man, please. Come on, man. Really? It's the National Football League. You go tell me that they can't, these owners, billionaires can't get in contact with Lamar Jackson? Come on, man. And then immediately after the non-exclusive tag is put on this kid, you got all these teams coming out and saying that, oh, we're not going to go after them. Sounds like a blackball to me. Sounds like some buffoonery to me. It ain't right. It's just not right. Let me see. Dana says, I like the move because I always like Derek Carr. All right. Who's going to be the next QB? Well, cuz we just signed Derek Carr, formerly of the Las Vegas Raiders. We just signed him the other day. We signed him Monday. David says Lamar won't fully guarantee money, and that's his problem. Plus, a few other concerns. Hell, Daniel Jones wanted fully guarantee money. Know who they go get? Okay, Joe Burrow's been in the Super Bowl. Okay, they go get Joe Burrow his money fully guaranteed. Ain't gonna be no Ain't gonna be no we out on Joe Burrow. He on the free agent market. They go give Justin Herbert his money. And has Justin Herbert outperformed, been a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson in his time in the NFL? Nope. Have any of them won an MVP? Nope. Pelicans Nola, how you doing? Come on in. Doing good, my brother. Thank you for being here. All right. Bruce says Falcons looking for Jackson to come to Atlanta. Well, I don't know, Bruce. It was reported today the Falcon was one of the first teams to say that they would not pursue Lamar Jackson. So, are you hearing? Are you hearing? I know you're in Atlanta. So, are you hearing different than what was reported by the national media? So, locally, are they saying that they are interested in Lamar Jackson and that they are trying to get him signed? Let me know, cuz. All right. David saying, yeah, he didn't get guaranteed money, brother, but look at the money he got though. I'm just saying, man, it's just kind of funny, bro. That's all I'm saying. All right. So Bruce, you saying yes, they are pursuing Lamar Jackson. Okay. All right, Eric How Pelicans won. Thank God. Now can you win now can you stack another one? They got to stack wins now. Cause they done messed up. Raven Nation checking in. Mozzie, how you doing, my brother? Come on in. Man, Mozzie, what's going on up there, man? Listen. What you hearing up there, man? Are the Falcons in on Lamar Jackson? Or what's going do you Mozzie, let me ask you this. Do you think no matter what offer sheet that Lamar gets from another team, do you think the Ravens are going to match it regardless? And if they don't match it, what's their fallback plan if they lose Lamar Jackson? David says the owners need to put their foot down after the ridiculous Watson contract. Yeah, man, that contract with Cleveland did last year, man. That hurt a lot of people, man. And now Lamar Jackson suffering for it. They were so desperate of an organization, man, that they went and they guaranteed this kid all. I ain't mad the kid took the money. And a person on here and a person in chat and this person sitting right here, if they'd offer me that kind of money, you wouldn't have signed it. You'd have took it. After he told them they was out. So what? They had to do what they did to get him. All right. All right, OG, go Pels. Congratulations on breaking the losing streak. I just hear they are not looking for Jackson. Okay, so they're not. Okay. So Bruce is reporting that they don't want Jackson in Atlanta. All right. Margie says, I don't know what to say, brother. I know the Colts and Falcons are going to throw the bag at Lamar. I don't think we're going to match it, and we might trade him for 2 first-rounders. Well, you're saying you're hearing the Colts and Falcons. As it kept, I ain't been hearing nothing about the coach, man. And man, that'll be a hell of a move for the coach, man. To get, and I know they got some money there. I think the Colts have a nice bit of change. I know they're not over the salary cap. I think they're one of the teams with a nice bit of money to spend this year. So 2 first-rounders. So whoever Lamar signs with, if the Ravens decline to match that offer, the Ravens will receive 2 first-round draft picks this year and the following year, if I'm not mistaken. All right, fam, let's read this article right quick, then we'll move on. Get the screen ready for you. All right. Derek Carr's epic tweet. All right, here we go. All right. Derek Carr is it's official, family. No more Derek Carr watch. It's official. Derek Carr is the New Orleans Saints. The quarterback and team finalized the 4-year contract. Well, we know the terms of the contract now. Carr sent the Who Dat Nation to a frenzy tweeting a Tyrann Mathieu Who Dat chant clip. That is Derek Carr saying who that. Man, Derek, you should have got on film, man. Say who that. And I'm gonna give you the same advice once again. If you love the city will love you back. Just that simple. Cam Jordan's a happy man. Man, has not Cam Jordan been recruiting a quarterback to come to New Orleans ever since Drew Brees, ever since Drew Brees retired? Even when Jameis was here, Cam was on NFL Network everywhere trying to recruit Aaron Rodgers to come to New Orleans. So the great Cam Jordan knows something that we didn't know, but he's happy. Michael Thomas is happy. Man, listen, thank you, Jesus. Mike, Mike said, thank you, Jesus. Pay attention, y'all. Michael Thomas is healthy, and word is that Mike is on track to be ready for a training camp. So that's a good sign, man. If we can get Mike back fully healthy, they can work out the terms of this new deal. That works for both parties, for himself and for the team. I mean, hey, Mike, we are the Saints already have paid he a great deal of money. He's only played 10 games. He's a smart kid. He's an honorable kid. He he ain't trying to rob nobody. But we know what the talent is, and we all are hoping, even us who are saying that it's time to move on. Not us, because I ain't part of y'all crazy ass. Excuse me, I love y'all, but some of y'all just crazy want to move on from Michael Thomas. I understand he's been hurt and everything, but there's no way I want to move on from Mike. And this be the year he's healthy and goes out and ball and does Michael Thomas thing. Just think about the possibility of Michael Thomas, Shaheed, Chris Olave, let's say, of course, Alvin, until he serves his suspension. Let's just say they get my boy. You see him up there in the come. I love Gibbs, fam. Jahmyr Gibbs. And they signed Mike Gesicki in free agency. Or they get one of these young tight ends in the draft and bring in here. Now, the one thing that the Saints do need to address on offense in free agency, I think in free agency would be a power back. They definitely need to get signed a power back, a running back in free agency. Now, a lot of family members were talking about the possibility of Leonard Fournette coming home. If he were with us Saturday, Coach gave us a bit of an insight to what Leonard's thinking, and right now he's not thinking about he's not seriously thinking about coming home to play. It looks like it's Cincinnati and Buffalo is where he has his sights set on. And can you blame him? Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. And by the way, if Josh Allen chokes in the playoff this year, do we have to start looking at him different? I'm just saying. Joe came off an injury the next year, led the Bengals to the Super Bowl, then back to the AFC Championship game again. Josh Allen just blew one of the biggest league. Well, that was Herbert now. But Buffalo, man, Josh Allen, he has to step up. It's good to be okay during the regular season, but you're supposed to be a difference maker when the playoffs starts. He hasn't been a difference maker. All right, Rose says, need to give Juwan Johnson a new contract. He's a restricted free agent. So Juwan Johnson will be on the Saints again, unless they put the second round tender on him and someone signs him to an offer sheet, to a deal that the Saints just think is something that they don't want to do. It's not worth them doing. And let them walk, get an extra second round pick. Hell, you have a first and get your 2 tools. You right back in this thing, man. Mozzie states, Josh Allen chokes again, then he gonna be the next Phillip Rivers, but that's just me. Yeah. If he chokes again, man, I mean, ain't nobody saying nothing about it, but Josh Allen ain't been doing what he's supposed to do in the playoffs. He's been falling short a couple of times. Eric says Fournette is saving their money to bring in free agents to plug up the holes in the roster. Oh, Fontenot. Jerry Fontenot, yeah. Yeah, they got some holes up there too, man. Rose says they need to pay Traquan so he can be back. Man, you gonna make everybody start cussing on him, man. All right, Bruce says what about the Patriots? What about QB? Are they getting? They lost Matt Jones. They lost Matt. When the Patriots lost Matt Jones, is that what just went across my thing? Uh, it said nah. I ain't getting that, cuz. Where you heard that from? That ain't on nothing. Did anybody hear about that, fam? Did anybody hear about Matt Jones being traded from the Patriots? Only thing I got now on my phone as I'm looking now, it says 3 teams eyeing Jimmy G: the Raiders, the Panthers, and Texans. All 3 are said to likely be interested in Jimmy Garoppolo. Bruce said Matt Jones gone to the Raiders. Nah, cuz that's just speculation. Right now, that's not. I'm checking my phone right now. I got alerts on. I'm on NFL rumors right now. I'm not seeing anything about that, cuz yeah, that'd have been a hot topic tonight. But no, sir, I'm not seeing anything about that. Maybe they think that the Raiders would be interested in him because of his time with Josh McDaniels. All right. Courtney Rail, how you doing? Come on in. I mean, Country Rail, I apologize. My bad, my brother. Saints might draft another tight end. Yeah, they might, man. But not with the first round, not in the first round. Saints better not draft a tight end with the number 29 pick. Better not draft one with 40. Unless they listen. If it's somebody that they really, really covet, man, they go do what they have to do, man. Even if they have to move up to get them, you know. What I think something is going to happen within the first 5 picks of the draft that's going to shake up the whole board, and it's going to just start pushing players down the board that teams did not expect to be there. It seems to happen like that every year. All right. Chilling, bro. Who that, my brother? Thank you for being here, man. Dana says we should draft a tight end in the 4th or 5th round. Yeah, I'm with you. That'll be a good. But hey, we don't even have. I thought we had 2/3 and we traded one. Now we don't even have a third. We gave that to the Broncos to get the 2. So we got a 1, a 2, a 4, 2 5s, think a 6 and 2 7s, if I'm not mistaken. Family, there's 20 of us here. Please hit that like bell if it's your first time subscribing. If you have subscribed, welcome to the family. Come on in. All right. Real say they better not. Uh-oh. Say, Dolph. What, say, Dolph. What we gonna do this week, Dolph? Say, Dolph. What's up, young Nola? Been a minute, my brother. What's up, little bro? It's been a minute, man. How you doing, man? Man, it's glad to hear from you, man. Glad you're in the chat, my brother. Young Nola, officially young Nola. Let me get it right. Officially young Nola. My boy, my big brother. Hey, I'm about just cause you in the chat, bro. I was gonna do it anyway. I'm about to open it up, bro. Cause I see you in the chat, big bro. It's been a minute since your boy talked to you, bro. No, fam, let me throw this in the chat, family. Anybody want to come on? And we about to get into what tonight's topic is all about. That young man there. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it, family. B. John Robinson, B. John Robinson, special. Jahmyr Gibbs, special. There are a lot of good running backs in this draft. But if any one of those kids are available at 29, or dare I say near 40 in the second round, the Saints should jump all over them. And if they get this kid, if they get Gibbs, I'm telling you now, the Saints do not have to change their playbook. The same things they run with Alvin, they can do with this kid. He's a carbon copy of Alvin Kamara. He is Alvin Kamara 2.0, and he ain't that far behind him. He just ain't get to the league yet. But when he has that ball in his hand, he's special. Let me put this link in, family. And we're going to get into some numbers. All right, the link's in the chat, family. Anybody want to come on? All right, let's get down to business, man. Why I think this young man is so special, man. So we'll take a look at his season this year. Going to his splits. We're gonna do his splits. He played 12 games this year. He started 11. Now, in those 11 games rushing, he had 151 rushing attempts for 926 yards. Gibbs averaged 6.13 yards per carry. He had a long of 76, and he had 7 touchdowns. So how did he do in home games and away games? Okay. Home games, he started 6 home games. He had 64 carries for 417 yards for a 6.52 yards per carry. He had a long of 58 and 2 touchdowns. Now, on the road, away, he started 5 games on the road. He had 87 rushes for 509 yards, averaged 5.85 yards per carry, had a long of 76. He was even better on the road. He had 5 touchdowns on the road. All right. Big brother Wallace is in the house. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, big dog, man? Miss you, big brother. What's been happening, man?
Big bro, what's going on with you, man?
Man, look, bro. I can talk with you about a second, bro. I gotta jump in and take my shower. I've been doing a lot, baby. But look, this is what I want to say, bro.
Go ahead. Floor is yours, my brother.
I want to see. We got to get this dude a chance, bro, to see what he gonna do. Derek Carr, because I believe he's better than what's that clown name was our other. Damn, Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Okay. So they're gonna get rid of James. I hate to get rid of him, bro, but him and Dennis Allen couldn't see eye to eye. You dig? So we're gonna get this dude a chance, bro. I think Michael Thomas want to stay, bro. We got to get a running back, like you saying, that little dude, or either the little dude from Tulane. You dig? Right. They get us a fire running back, bro, a defensive tackle, a pass rusher. I think we can make some noise with this boy Derek Carr, bro. You dig? Michael Thomas come back and keep your boy Hardy, bro. We need Hardy too, bro.
Special team.
His name ain't Hardy no more, huh?
Yeah, it's Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy. He changed it from something else. I forgot.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we're gonna make some noise, dog. I really do believe, because we got all them youngsters coming back, bro. You dig? We got Let's Smoke Monday. And then they got to pay Ellis, bro. You got to give him something. You got to make something work. You made it work for Derek Carr. You got to keep these players, letting them go like that, bro. Man, and I think we're going to do something. And look, and this is another thing. Man, let Tyson Hill be a motherfucking running back, man. Let him play running back. What you think about that?
The only thing that scares me about running Taysom too much is his concussion history.
No. 3rd down. Run him. 3rd down. Throw it to him and let him come from out the backfield just on the 3rd down. Yeah. But look, I'm going to sit back, big brother.
You did. Big brother.
I'm going to come on you again, baby, but I got to go jump in the shower, bro.
Go handle your business, big brother.
Take care, but I'm going to listen at you, bro. And you be cool, big brother.
You too, big brother. Appreciate you, man. Take care, fam.
Yeah, you're right, dog.
All right, later. Hey, coach. Not coach. I disagree, man. I know you, coach, that you said the other night that the Saints need a power back. I totally understand that. But in looking at Alvin when he's suspended, there is nobody else on the roster that can do what he can do. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing stopping the Saints from drafting 2 running backs in this draft. There's nothing stopping the Saints for addressing the power running back position in free agency. But when Alvin goes out, half of the Saints playbook goes out because he's about 69% of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have Gibbs, coach, this is what I'm saying, coach. And I'm sure you even said it yourself the other night, coach. He's just like Alvin Kamara. So why not replace Alvin with a Alvin type player where you don't have to dumb it down your playbook, where you can still have your entire playbook to use? That's all I'm saying. This kid is special. This kid is special, coach. I understand. B. John Robinson is special. These are the two top all the brown backs to me in this league. Plus, the kid catches the ball like a wide receiver. He runs. He has good route. He has great feet.
And
to me, yeah. Go ahead, Stoner.
And he fast, bro. I was just going off you, bro. Like, he fast, man. Gibbs like that, bro.
Yeah.
I think if Bijan not on the board, bro, we gotta get him, bro.
But coach, you saying the offense the Saints run is power. Alvin's not a power back. They can, like Wallace just said, you gotta tell you something. You draft your young power running back. You sign your power running back in free agency. We still got Eno here. Eno Benjamin is here too. We keep overlooking him. All right, coach is coming in. There you go, coach. So that's all I was saying, big brother. And I'm gonna get some more numbers. Go ahead, coach.
Let me jump in. I got homework. Gibbs doesn't fit the Saints offense. Alvin Kamara doesn't fit the Saints offense. If you notice what was happening with the OC, he started phasing Kamara out. Kamara was on the sideline for third down. Remember we were talking about the blocking. He's more of a, this offense he's running is a power offense. Kamara had his worst year with the injuries. Plus, he really didn't fit what Carmichael runs, bro. He doesn't fit the offensive scheme that Carmichael runs. And what I'm saying is, Gibbs is a great player. He just got to go somewhere where there's a creative offensive mind to use him the right skill sets. And Carmichael offense is not based on using him, which he is 2.0 Alvin Kamara, and they were phasing Alvin out. They're looking for more of a power downhill runner with this offense, not so much the screen game, not so much of the sweeps. It's more of a power game that Carmichael is running if you pay attention. So there's nothing wrong with Gibbs. He's damn great, but he just doesn't fit the Saints offensive scheme what Carmichael is trying to do. Kamara doesn't fit it. You know, on third downs, like I told you, we talked about this. There was a reporter asked him, why is Kamara not in on third down? He said, because he's not a great blocker. Kamara's not a blocker. He was one of your better pass catchers.
Exactly.
So he doesn't fit what Carmichael's trying to do scheme-wise. Gibbs has to go somewhere where an OC has to be creative with this young man to get him in space and do things with him. Carmichael's mind is, unless he changes, everybody can change.
Right.
Unless he changes his schemes, it doesn't fit Alvin. It doesn't fit Gibbs. You notice they tried to do with Alvin. They kept trying to run him off tackle, inside the tackle. That's not Alvin Kamara's strength, bro. And that's what he's trying to. He started trying to do that. He could do it every now and then, but he's not made for that kind of running space and stuff. Right. And that's why I said more of the power back, because that's what they're looking to do: run the power, then come off play action off of that type of set. Carmichael creativity is not to use these kind of kids and put them in space and get mismatch or disadvantages on linebackers or on safeties or whatever. Carmichael, his scheme is not, unless he changes, it's not suited for that kind of style. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So, Coach, so you think that because we got Derek Carr now, you think that's going to change his creativity because we ain't have a quarterback to orchestrate the offense like that last year?
I don't think his creativity is going to change. I think he's more of the power run. It's a 2.0 of what you saw with Tennessee with Derrick Henry, what he's trying to do. He's gonna run power to set up to try to strike downfield.
Okay, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what you saw him do. They tried to run, come out, then they tried to take these strikes down the field. And what I'm saying with Gibbs, like everything Dawg said, he's a hell of a back. But to me, Carmichael just does not have the OC ability to open this offense up for this kid to use him in space like he needs to be used. Because he's not, if you notice, Alvin Kamara had one of his worst years last year when he did play because they weren't using him in his skill sets anymore. So that's all I'm saying as far as when you look at what Pete Carmichael is doing and what the Saints are trying to do offensively, Gibbs, those type of backs, I just don't see them in the Saints thing because that's not what Pete Carmichael and Dennis Allen would trying to do offensively wise.
And that's gonna be a big mistake. If he's sitting there on that boat and they don't take this kid, that's gonna be a big mistake. I don't think right now. I'm telling you, I don't think B. John Robinson gonna be anywhere close to 29. I think from 18 to probably 25, he'll be gone. I think Gibbs will be on the boat. I would love, and earlier I stated that Sigler had stated that he was hearing rumblings that the Saints are interested in a tight end in the draft. And thought about your kid Kincaid from Utah.
Mhm.
About the fit with him fitting into this offense because I think they're about to move on from Troutman. I think
Yeah,
they're about to move on from Troutman.
I've been hearing a lot about the kid from Georgia, Washington,
Yeah,
the 6'7" type. Because right now in the mock draft, they have Kincaid going to Dallas like at 26. Because they top tight end.
Yeah, Schultz.
But Dallas, he's a free agent.
Yeah,
They figure they're going to lose him.
Right.
So in the mock draft, they had Kincaid going like 26 to Dallas. But as you say, I've been hearing the tight end, but I've been hearing the kid Washington from Georgia in a lot of mock drafts to the Saints. And as far as the back, I really think the Saints going to get a veteran back. I think they may take it back late in the draft. I really think they're going to go in free agency and draft a running back. I would be surprised if they even draft a back with that 29th or that 40th pick. I think they're going to kind of go somewhere in free agency with that.
Right. And just continue to take a look at Gibbs, man. In conference games, he had 7 starts. He had 114 attempts for 699 yards. This in the SEC, the best league in college. Averaged 6.13 yards a carry, longer 76, 7 touchdowns. Now, non-conference games, he only started 4 games. He only attempted 37 rushing attempts. He had 227 yards, averaged 6.14 per carry, a longer 58, no touchdowns. Now, against the top 25, now top competition, top 25, 5 games he started, 88 attempts, 524 yards, 5.95 average per carry, 76 was his long, and 6 touchdowns against the top 25. Now let's jump down. Let's go by months. September, he had 25 carries, so they started off slow, 172 yards. But in that first game against Texas, he was pivotal in them coming back in that game. In October, he started 3 games, and his total is gone. 73 touches in October, 500 yards, average 6.85 per was his average, along with 76 and the 6 touchdowns. So October, he went off. November.
He's the real deal, bro. Yeah. He's the real deal.
And look, I just like how the breakdown in the first half of games this past season, and just in the first half, he ran the ball 87 times for 402 yards at a 4.62 average, along with 37 and 2 touchdowns. But in the second half of games, he got stronger. 62 attempts, 522 yards. He doubles his yards per carry average, 8.42 yards per carry, and he scored 5 touchdowns. Now, let's go by quarters. For the season, in the first quarter, he rushed 48 times for 217 yards. 4.5 average, longer 25, he had 1 touchdown. Second quarter, look, he's getting stronger. 39 attempts, 185 yards, 4.74 average, along with 37, 1 touchdown. Third quarter, 33 attempts, 237 yards, 7.18 yards per attempt, longer 58 and 2 touchdowns. Full quarter, 29 attempts, 285 yards. The kid darn near average 10 yards a carry, a longer 76 and 3 touchdowns. And then we could break it down on first down. Let's say on first down and 10. He got 93 carries for 568 yards. He averaged 6.1 yards a carry, goes a longer 72, and he had 3 touchdowns. What did he do on second down? Second down, let's say second between 8 and 10. He had 19 attempts for 142 yards at a 7.447 average. He had a longer 34. And this is just his rushing thing, his rushing numbers. Let's get into his receiving, which I think is his strong suit. Again, at home games, he had 17 receptions at home for 167 yards, 9.82 average, along with 37, 2 touchdowns. And he caught 7 first downs. He had 2 20-plus yard receptions. He was targeted 23 times, and his yards after catch was 23. Away games with 5. He had 27 catches in away games, 277 yards. Family, what y'all need to do, go back and watch that first game of the year between Alabama and Texas. That kid came on, and he helped save Alabama in that game with his receiving skills. He averaged 10 on the road, 10.26 yards per carry. Average per reception. He had a long reception of 60 and 1 touchdown. He caught 11 first downs, and these were away games. He had a long. Now, let's go to top 25. We're going to keep counting from now. We're going to go to top 25. Against the top 25 this year, 22 receptions, 236 yards, average 10.73 per reception, a longer 60. He eight of his receptions were for first downs, and he had two plays of 20 plus. All right.
I can't like that, boy.
Yeah, he just special. And just look at him by the he started off the September, he was hot receiving 17 for 187. October, he caught 14 passes for 114. November, he caught 11 for 177. And December, he caught 2 for 66. So that's just some numbers on him, man. I just think the kid is special. And I don't think if you got an opportunity to draft a special player, I think you draft him. You fit him in. You fit a game plan around him. You play to his strengths. But like you're saying, it's up to the coaching staff, man, to see that and want to do that. You can't just have a one-track mind. You know, some coaches like my way or the highway, you know. So I thought as a coach, you know, you want to put your players in position to be successful. This kid here, you lose a player like Alvin. We saw the difference Alvin made when he was on the field last year with the Saints offense. He opens everything up for him. When Alvin goes out due to this suspension, it may not be the first half of the season. It might be in the middle of the season. If you got this kid and he's been sitting behind Alvin learning, he can step right in when Alvin's out, take over, hold down the fort till Alvin comes back. And then if the Saints decide in the off season that they want to move on for Alvin, you got him. That's what I'm looking at.
Thanks.
That's what I'm looking at, Coach. But like you saying, they have to have a vision for this kid. They have to see that. And I understand about them wanting the power back. And yes, they do need a power back. We all know that. And I'm just hoping that they address that in free agency and don't go in the draft and try to, you know, have to force themselves to take someone. That's how I'm looking at it.
Look, before I go,
yes, sir.
I think you told me, didn't you say something about Curry was going to call some plays during preseason?
Yeah, that was a report. I forgot. I don't know if it was Ross I read it from. No, I think when Kyle T, when brother Kyle was on, I think Kyle told us.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they kind of let Curry sticks his hand in that offense with Carmichael to interject some, you know, variety of more open packages, man.
Right.
Instead of that basic vanilla offense
Right.
that he kind of has mind, kind of open it up and just be open-minded, like you say, to let Curry come in and just tweak it a little bit and add some spice to it, man.
Yeah. No cap, no filter. I tell you what, I have them both on the field at the same time. Both of you can split either one of them out as your full and put them in the slot as a receiver. They both have receiving skills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, Gibbs has excellent receiving skills. Sometimes, if you didn't know he was a running back, you'd swear he was a receiver. And by the way, he was the leading receiver for Alabama this year. That's their leading receiver and top rusher. The kid's phenomenal, man. I might have got the word right. If I didn't, so be it. Y'all know what the hell I mean.
Because I had got word the Saints are high on trying to sign Sanders in free agency.
Miles Sanders,
the running back from Philly. Yeah, I heard they were liking Sanders.
So Miles Sanders not a power back.
Well, I don't know.
He's more in the line of Alvin too. He's a pro man's Alvin to me.
Yeah.
They was looking at Sanders.
For what? Would they about to go to read option, Alvin?
You get Gibbs.
Man, come on, man. Sanders don't fit. David, what you think about that? No cap, no filter. What y'all think about Miles Sanders as a possible addition to the Saints? So if they sign Miles Sanders, is Mark Ingram done?
Yeah, he's finished.
He's finished.
Yeah.
So you don't think they bring him back in just for a locker room presence or anything?
No. I think the plan is if they could get Leonard at a bargain price to bring in, I think that's what they're gonna try to do. If they could get him like at a bargain price,
right?
Go
ahead, Coach.
No, I'm just saying that's I think, but I from what I've been hearing from myself, they like Sanders, and they like what's the other kid, Penny.
Oh, from
Penny.
play with the Seahawks.
Yeah, Penny. I heard they were high on those two.
Injury history though, always stays injured.
Yeah,
always. So why would you throw money at him when you go get your young back or get your? There are a lot of backs coming for free.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this before you go, Coach. What kind of money you think Derrick Henry gonna want? And can the Titans get a draft pick higher than the 3 for him? I don't think nobody's gonna give him higher than the 3.
I wouldn't go higher.
I wouldn't give him.
I would go high 4. I'll go 4 because I think he got about 3 years the most.
Yeah, one and tip.
I mean, it depends on him. If he's a team player, I mean, you could bargain him and come in and try to get a Super Bowl out in New Orleans. I mean, it just depends on the individual, where their mindset at.
Right.
If they're greedy for money, or they about winning a Super Bowl, and take a bargain price and say, hey, so we can get other people to put around you.
Right.
It just depends. But Henry would be nice, man. But I don't know if they're gonna go at him.
Right.
But it shouldn't cost him a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah, listen. Yeah, AK Gibbs and Lenny as a 3-headed monster, but what you say at the end, that's what I said. A lot of people don't realize. Derek Carr last year played in Josh McDaniels' offense, which is not a West Coast style offense. No. The year before, he had John Gruden, and he balled out. He's coming to the same. John Gruden, Sean Payton come the same tree for offensive philosophy. West Coast. That's what the Saints run. That's one of the reasons the Saints went so hard after Derek Carr too. So Derek Carr is coming into a system that he's familiar with. The only thing different may be the terminology, but everything's basically the same. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be comfortable. They're comfortable now. They believe they have a quarterback who will have total control of the offense, knows exactly what to do. So the Saints are feeling. The Saints got who they wanted. I know a lot of y'all don't like it. A lot of y'all are crying about they paid too much. They should have got. Who else would they go get, y'all? Garoppolo is not on the market yet. They want to go get Rodgers. Y'all want Aaron Rodgers? So they gave the way of the house for Rodgers. Then he came back after this season and retired. I'll say he thinking about it.
Oh, we got to draft a quarterback. We got Rodgers though.
Listen, they still need to draft a quarterback this year. even though I would have made that clear to Derek Carr. Yes, we signed you to be the leader, the head of this franchise, but we will be drafting a quarterback every year. We have to be ready. Injuries happen. They have to. And let's just say, God forbid it don't. I hope it does work out. But let's just say it doesn't work out. You have to draft a quarterback to try to develop them. So just in the case Derek Carr doesn't work out, or better, yeah, I think Derek Carr will work out. But let's say hopefully he doesn't get injured. Or if he does have to go out, we got somebody who's ready. And then when it's time for this next contract, if you got a young stud who's been studying and you see he's ready, you move on and you put him in and you got him as your starter for the next 8 to 10 years. Uh-oh. Till, what's going on, my brother? Come on in. Till the legend, shout out to the Nola Bros. What's happening, baby? Thank you for being here, bro. Man, them Pels finally got one tonight, huh, man? About time, man. Bro, can they stack them, though, man? They got to stack some wins, though, Till, man. Trey Big Bro says we need to rebuild. We need to rebuild on the back end with young players and start phasing out super cap hitting veterans and on offense and defense. I think in the position that everybody's not talking about, don't be surprised the Saints take a safety in the second round.
Well, I'm about to ask you that before I get off, and I'm gonna just listen. What do you think of the possibility? Because they were talking about this on a talk show. Heard them talking about possibly signing C Deuce back.
I was thinking the same thing.
Now y'all think he want to come back after
I don't think
how he left?
We have to throw the whole chair at him. Like we have to throw everything at him.
Do y'all think he made like that?
I mean, if we the top offers, if you want that money,
man, that ship done sailed. I see. I believe it when I see it. Get his name on the dotted line, we can talk. Until then,
yeah, because they showed a tweet where he sent a tweet to Philadelphia. It's all love, or it's been great, Philly. Something he tweeted like he was saying like it's basically like he done in Philly, and they were talking about maybe possibly coming back to New Orleans because he loved New Orleans so much.
Yeah, I hate.
I don't know what the relationship was. I don't know what the damage was. As far as with him and Dennis, but they mentioned that.
Right. Man, listen, I'm not saying I wouldn't want him back. Now, if he came back, cool. I just don't think that brother made like that. I think he left on bad blood. Hell, the coach did, because he had a disagreement. He was pouting and praying. The coach acting like a little, I ain't gonna say the word, but he want coach ain't man up and just have him players on him. Look, you and him go in the room and just talk it out, man. Listen, I know you want your money, but there's another way to go about it. And then he can let the coach, but coach, you don't come at me like this. You know what I'm saying? Just clear the air instead of just shipping the kid out, man. So I personally don't think he'll come back, but if he was to walk back through the door, of course I welcome him back. I love to have him back. Him to go back with Lattimore, Alante Taylor, Adebo, Honey Badger. Now, Marcus May, I don't know. Justin Evans won't be back. Hardcore Holly won't be back. That dude do look like Hardcore Holly, bro. That's true, man.
Who was the kid that just signed, bro? They must have just filled the roster spot out.
Well, he's more of a special teams. Special teams. That's how he'll make the team. He's a safety, so he'll be fighting with everybody's. Shout out to Jay Lyle's favorite safety, Smoke Monday. So he'll be fighting for a roster spot with Smoke Monday, man. So I'm interested to see what exactly what Smoke will bring to the table too, man.
Right.
I really am, man. No cap said I think that one of the worst, moving Penny to guard and drafting the left tackle, man, that's it. That's idiotic. I mean, I ain't gonna say idiot. I don't think there'll be a smart move. You drafted him to be a left tackle. He played left tackle all his life. His measurables, he measures out to the prototypical size, the arm length, and everything that you want for a left tackle. I will keep pinning that left tackle where he needs to be. If the Saints decide to move on from Andrews Pete, which if they do decide to move on from Andrews Pete, I believe if they do a post June 1st designation for Andrews
12,
Pete,
14 million, they say?
yeah, they could save about 12, almost $12 million. That's if they decide to move on from Andrews Pete.
So that'd be with James, that's about
That'd be the
24
24.
million about, yeah.
Yeah, that's the 24 that they over the cap right now. So that could be the two moves right there. And they're 24 million over the cap. So with just those two designations, they could be cap, they could be good with the cap. And also Mozzie, while I know you're still in here, my brother, with the Ravens placing the non-exclusive tag on Lamar Jackson. I heard this today, Coach. If a team was to sign him to an offer sheet, they will take on that salary, that current salary he has. They would take that salary on for 7 days. So if a team wants to sign Lamar Jackson and they sign him to the offer sheet, his current deal, they would take that on until their salary cap until the 7 days is up, until either he signs a new contract with them, or the Ravens match. So if a team does that, that would make them fall behind the 8 ball. So I think that's what they were stating on ESPN, that a lot of teams are saying no, they don't want to do that because they'll be stuck in the waiting process, waiting for the Ravens to decide if they're going to match or not. And plus, while they're waiting, that money now goes onto their cap. And so that will hinder them in going out and doing other things that they need to do in free agency. So that was one of the things that they were saying, that was having a lot of teams saying that they were out on Lamar Jackson as far as going after him to sign him.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I just think I think the Ravens just told him just go out there and whatever figures Lamar has in his head compared to whatever numbers the Ravens had, they like basically, well, if you think you can get this, let's see you go get it.
Yeah, but I don't like, what I don't like is how everybody came out and like we not going. And I believe someone said it earlier, man. What Cleveland did last year is affecting Lamar Jackson right now.
But I think what hurts Lamar too is not having an agent. I think it's like going into a trial and you trying to represent yourself when a lawyer got a little more inside scoop and work with the judge and know a little more than you do. And I think he should have an agent because there's a little more insight that an agent can have, and Forest owners deal better with agents than they do the players as far as negotiating his money. I just think, I don't know. To me, that's just a bad move to me on this part. I think you should have some type of somebody representing him, man, as far as the agent or something, negotiate, because we're talking about a lot of money he wants.
So let me ask you this. Because he's not an agent, him and his mom, they can't negotiate the contract?
I mean, they could, but I mean, if she knows the business side of that, okay. But I'm just saying, to me, it's just better just having an agent, because I think they have a little more insight and can play with numbers and kind of ownership deal better with agents than they would do with a player in his mom. But maybe she does have the business insight, but that's just my opinion.
Right. And my thing, but you're not the only. A lot of that's how a lot of people feel. But my rebuttal to that is, we don't. Evidently, she do. And the excuse they made today on ESPN about owners are worried about if they trying to get in contact with Lamar, how would they get in contact with him? Man, come on. Y'all get that boy number. Y'all Call the Ravens. They got the number.
See, with that, I think all this is smoke screen right now because free agency hasn't started.
Yeah, you got
once free agency started and the smoke clears and all these teams they get the quarterback they want. Somebody gonna come call.
Now I heard Mozzie. Now Mozzie, our resident Ravens fan, did say a team that I ain't been hearing about on TV. The Colts. He said the Colts are in on Lamar Jackson. So that's something to keep an eye on. No cap, no filter. Say our passing defense ranked high. We didn't give up much punch, and that's with our secondary not taking a single snap for the health. We need to focus on D line. I'm confident in DA drafting the DB. Listen, right now the Saints have, like I said at the beginning, we don't have any defensive tackles under contract right now. Right. Not a one. And my thing is, does David Onyemata want to be back in New Orleans, or does he want to follow Ron Nielsen to Atlanta? If you lose David Onyemata in free agency, it becomes even bigger. It becomes even a bigger need. So, but I'm definitely on Clancy from Pittsburgh. Like I said, Clancy from Pittsburgh, Jervon Dexter from Florida, and Keal New Benton from Wisconsin. Those are three kids that I'll be keeping my eye on. David, what's your thoughts on those three kids, David? I know earlier you said you like Clancy. What about Jervon Dexter? Coach, have you had a chance to look at any Jervon Dexter's tape?
No, man, I haven't yet. I've been out of running with my dogs. We just sports, but I'm okay.
David says, bring back Hardcore Holly, bring back Sorensen. He was born to miss all our hate. Man wasn't balling, man. Man had one game ball was through straight to him, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, David. David says, troublesome there. I had Lamar's back all through the let's work him out at receivers shit, but when he wasn't on the sidelines for that playoff game, I can't ride with him no more. I got you, my brother. There are many young D tackles in the draft. Yeah, there are a lot of good. There are a lot of defensive late, man.
I'm an running back
and running. Yeah, it's a deep running back class, man. Yeah. Now I think the wide receiver group is kind of top heavy. I think once you get past the third round, man, I think everybody is like a real project, man. You know. So, but the kid Wheaton from who I highlighted the other night from West Virginia, this was 6'3", 6'4", 225. Yeah. What is AK 6'3"? Welcome to the show, my brother.
And welcome everybody. Thank you.
He ran what, a 4.36 or 4.3 40, man. Coach at 225, coach.
Yeah, them big boys be moving, bro.
Man, listen.
Yeah, Coach rock like Cedric Tillman now.
That's my man.
Yeah, he does look like an MT style of play, very physical on the outside, possession receiver.
Strong hands.
Wide receivers gross outside of Jazz and first round anyway. Yeah. Yeah, and Joby. Yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all what I'm saying? The wide receiver this class this year, man, it's not as strong as the class last year. Now, does that mean you're not gonna have some kids that right now who are not highly regarded come in the league and take the lead by storm and make a name for themselves? It gonna happen. It gonna happen. And when you look back at this draft 3 years or 4 years from now, you're gonna be like, man, that was a good receiving coach, that group that came out, man. Because it's gonna be somebody that we didn't think. You know, and that's normally how it works, fam. Let's take a quick look at the NBA right quick.
I'm gonna jump off, guys. I'm gonna say good night.
All right, coach.
Listen to y'all. Y'all have a good night, man.
You too, my
good
brother.
Night, Coach Rock.
All right.
Appreciate you as always.
All right.
Let's see. Check these NBA scores out tonight, man. Looks like it was a good night for them birds. They finally won a game in the blender. Lord knows they don't do nothing on the road.
What happened to the Pelicans, man?
That 10-game losing streak and killed them.
Yeah.
I want to get when the first pick in the draft. I want to go see Victor.
Man, that kid there, man. He gotta put some weight on, though, man.
Yeah, I want to go see. I want to see what he look like in person. Like that probably crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right. Right now in the fold, it's the Suns 107, the Thunder 82, Devin Booker 37, leading the way with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. The Bulls are handling the Nuggets. Wow. In Denver in the fourth with 8:47 to go. Still a lot of time to go. The Joker has 23, 13, and only 2 assists. Nah, that's not the Joker. That's Vucevic for the Bulls. He's leading them. Aaron Gordon is leading the Nuggets with 17, 9, and 1. The Clippers and the Raptors are tied at 31. That game is currently airing on ESPN. It was the Cavaliers defeating the Heat 104 to 100. And the Cavaliers are going to be dangerous in the Eastern Conference in the playoff. I don't know if you're a top seed if you want to see them in the first round, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you want to see them.
And they're young. They're going to be
running. They're young. And the game that surprised me, our Pelicans defeated the Dallas Mavericks 113 to 106. TJ McCollum's 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Kyrie 27, 6, and 4. It was the Celtics over the Blazers 115 to 93. And it was the hosts defeating the Wizards 122 to 120. Take a look at some news from around the NFL.
Hey, Porzingis had 43.
Who that?
Porzingis. He had 43.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, 43 and 5 tonight. You ain't lying, huh? Yeah, he went off tonight. All right, let's take some look at some news. All right, fam. Daniel Jones gets $160 million contract. What's your thoughts about that? Look, 4 years, 160.
160? Dang.
Daniel Jones, 160. Let's see.
That's $40 million, right?
40 million. Yep. Let's look at that contract, man.
It's not bad, but it could be cheaper.
Yeah.
But like we said, though, as the salary cap rises and more players get re-signed, like Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, his contract ain't gonna look that bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not gonna look bad, man. Shit, they don't even have him on Sport Track trying to look up his let me type his name and see if we can take a look at this contract.
But nowadays you just got to be a top 15 quarterback. You guaranteed 150.
Know what it is? Know what it is? Is whenever your time comes up to get paid, you go get paid.
Right. Yeah.
You just have to be at the right place at the right time. And right now, everybody's getting paid.
That's
right
crazy.
now, Jaguars ready to start talking extension with Trevor Lawrence, which they better do.
Yeah.
Because he was real when he came out. He's a real deal.
Fantasy this year.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins and knowing trade rumors, we just been keeping our heads down. Do y'all think right now at his age and everything? Do y'all think what do y'all think that they can get for D Hop, man? Do you think they could get it higher than the third or less than the third for him?
Less than a third.
Yeah, I'm about to say a third is probably best if they can get.
Yeah.
You think third is probably the best?
Fourth or fifth round.
Yeah, that's gonna say fourth, fifth. Yeah.
Maybe get a fourth, fifth, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
They probably better off just keeping him. Try to get him to stay.
American.
Right. No cap, no filter. Yeah. Coach Rock like Cedric Tillman too, man, from Tennessee. Let's see. When I say draft for DV, I mean safety. I don't think we need to pay CD. I won't mind, but I think we can get a solid safety with our full pick. First 3 pick needs to go running back, O-line, D-line, or somewhere in that order. I feel you, man.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. All day.
Yeah.
Running back, O-lineman, D-lineman, bro. That's our first 3.
Weak wide receiver class might get something good for D-Hop. So Dave, you think they can at least with the because of the wide receiver class not being as strong in this year's draft, you think that may help them to possibly fleece
and
somebody
the free agency
for
pool is weak too.
Yeah, it's not that strong. I think the strongest. I know the running back positions. It's a lot of running backs. Free running backs gonna be out there. So that's why I'm saying the Saints need to address their running back need, power back wise,
right,
in the free agency, and go in the draft. And if Gibbs is there at 29, or he's there after 29, you trade up from 40. You go get Gibbs. You give him to Ronald Curry, and you figure out how to use him. Because when Alvin goes out, you ain't got to change your playbook. That kid is special. We all know he's B. John's special too, but I just don't see him lasting to the end of the first round. I don't. Like I say, I'm looking at.
Even if
he might end up going to Tampa.
Like, if we can get another offensive coordinator, how long Pete Carmichael got on his contract? 1 or 2 years?
Yeah.
So if it don't work, hey, get another who can make it work.
Yeah. Houston, Chicago, hungry for a worse. Yeah.
Saquon Barkley got a franchise tag too.
Oh, they did. Oh, so they franchise tagged him since they signed Daniel Jones. Okay. So he's off the market. What about how would y'all feel about Kareem Hunt? Saints signing Kareem Hunt.
I would love that, man. That's been a dream of mine for like past 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad here. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Chat, everybody in the chat, what y'all think about the possibility of the Saints signing Kareem Hunt in free agency? Would that help relieve a lot of pressure of them having to go in the draft and probably be forced to take a running back instead of taking the best player available? Millie Will, how you doing? Come on in. Says definitely take Kareem. Gotcha. Hey family, 18 of us here. Please hit that like button. If it's your first time, welcome to the family. Subscribe and tell a friend. Dana says, love Kareem Hunt. Listen, Hunt, Kamara, Taysom, Tajay, or Gibbs. I just want Gibbs, y'all. I'm sorry. I just want Gibbs, fam. That's a dream of mine, man. I can see that kid in that black and gold, man. Just making plays, man.
Him
and I'm talking about special teams too.
Time?
Oh my God, man.
I want one of them three.
Yeah, David, that's right. David said, "What does Kareem want?" That's the question. Hell, he can't want. I know he can't want no 12, 13 million a year. Can't want that, brother. You've been sharing the back with Chubb, man. And Chubb the dude. You know, Alvin the dude here. You know?
Yeah, so he's a backup. Really?
Yeah. Eric says, bring Kareem down. Listen, I would definitely take him, man. I would definitely take him. Well, and Coach was talking about Penny, but Penny just his injury history, bro. We already talking about family member who want to get rid of Michael Thomas, so go sign. They go bring in a Penny who ain't never been as productive in his career or come close to as Michael Thomas has. I don't see it.
Golf, what you think about bringing in Alexander Madison from Minnesota as maybe like a power back in between the tackles?
Yeah, I can see that. I believe Ross today. I believe Ross was mentioning him as a possibility. Yeah, he runs hard between them tackles, man. Good pad level. Yeah, he's a physical runner. That wouldn't be a bad move, man.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna get that much offers, I don't think, because he, behind Dalvin Cook, he ain't been getting touches like that.
Right. So bring Madison in.
Too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good deal.
Yeah, I'll bring Madison in. Bring him in.
Yeah, then we can still get a Gibbs. Yeah, then we have all backs covered. Three-headed monster out there.
Now, I think the Saints gonna take a goal. I think they're gonna take an old lineman in the second round.
What?
Yeah. If not the second, the first.
I think if they take an old lineman in the first round, it's because somebody that they wanted was taken.
What lineman you see going in the first though for the Saints?
Torrance.
Yeah, I think every mock draft has him. Even Jeremiah, everybody NFL Network is paying all those mock drafts. They have him a late first, or somewhere early in the second.
Yeah, I can see that though.
Jermaine, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Man, what's happening, baby?
What's happening, J Live? Jermaine, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to the show. What's going on, Live? So Live, what's your thoughts, Live, on possibly bringing in Kareem Hunt?
Hold on, let me get the echo out of here, man.
Gotcha.
All right, what's that, bro? What's my what?
What's your thoughts on the possibility of the Saints bringing in Kareem Hunt? Would you like that move?
Yeah, shit. I wouldn't mind it. Definitely. That's definitely a decent a decent backup until Kamara get there, and then there'll be a nice two-headed monster. You know.
Right. And AK was just saying the kid from Minnesota, Madison, as that bruising power back. What's your thoughts of that?
Now look. When DA got in here, he said he was looking for a power back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he been talking about that, but it never seemed to come to fruition. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But that's what we need, bro. We need a Deuce McAllister and a Reggie Bush, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, J-Line.
There he is, right there.
Hey, bro, look, I can't come. Hey, look, I can't make this shit up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it is, bro.
Nah, man, but look, hey, I tell you what, bro, we're in a good spot, bro.
Right.
We're in a good spot. All we need is consistency from the quarterback spot. We don't need a Patrick Mahomes in New Orleans, bro.
Yeah.
Nope.
All we need is a consistent quarterback that can keep the turnovers down.
Yep, under 5
Run
picks.
the offense.
Right.
Read his keys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Get the ball in the hand of
we
playmakers.
can win games down here, bro. Like we don't have to have an elite quarterback just because of the way we roll on defense, man.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what,
The play caller can
yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
The quarterback
play
we
caller.
just signed he can actually go out there and win games.
Yeah. He just got to
He
keep us
can,
on
bro.
schedule.
He
Bro,
can go out there and win
Derek
games.
Carr got a beautiful touch on the ball, bro.
And
When the pocket's clean, though.
When the pocket's clean. Now, don't get me wrong, he can, but he does have a good touch on the ball.
Hey,
Yeah.
And
Jay.
if we can keep him clean, bro.
Yeah, we got to keep him
we-
clean.
Jay, you hear what David wrote you?
What he said, Ron?
We don't need a Mahomes, and he got a question mark.
Look, bro, all I'm saying is we don't have to have that to win.
Yeah.
You know, in New Orleans.
I'm following you. I'm following
Not
you.
that we couldn't use
That's
it.
all I'm saying. It'll be nice to have a Mahomes.
Yeah,
Right.
I love him, Mahomes.
Man, that's still, look, it still sting a little bit. We all know.
Mm-hmm.
I love that
I
on my
think I love
board now, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
just you know, Drew would have retired a lot sooner. Let me just say that. You would have retired a lot sooner. Military will say, but what about Carmichael and his suspicious play calling? Well,
That's the thing.
again, like I said,
Carmichael need a quarterback to work with, man.
like I said, it was mentioned that this preseason that Ronald Curry will be calling plays, and there's a chance that Ronald Curry could be calling a lot of plays during the regular season, family. I think they're gonna start getting him some more responsibility, man.
Already, Dolph,
they see what they got, man. They see what they got. A lot of other teams see. That's why he's getting interviews and everything.
Yeah,
he'll
probably be in charge of the install during the week.
Right. If they do not promote him or give him more responsibility, this will be his last season in New Orleans. Because what he has done this offseason is position himself to get a coordinator's position next year.
Mm-hmm.
He interviewed for Tampa Bay. He interviewed with Denver with Sean.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran the
Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl. So every team there got to see him firsthand, how he conducted himself, how he conducted his offense, how he communicated with players. So and everything I got back was like I expected, man. It's wonderful news. Everybody's impressed with him. A lot of people around the league think he's a budding star, and he's just waiting his turn. So I'm like, hell, he's right here. Start giving him some more responsibility. Start pulling Pete back. Pete, matter of fact, that's what Pete wanted anyway. Pete kind of wanted Ronald to be the offensive coordinator, and he stay in the background and help him, assist him. But you know, they kept whining and thrust him into a position he wasn't comfortable with. So we'll see how this season go. Roll with this Trey Corner as the backup quarterback. Man, you're killing me.
I ain't gonna lie, when he ain't play bad though.
Hey, yeah, that's all right, man. I think look, Pete capable, bro. I just think we needed some consistency at the quarterback position, bro.
Right,
I mean, I think consistency at the quarterback position will go far for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. Like
season Jameis played when he was consistent for them games.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
When he knew he was gonna be the guy.
Exactly.
Like that's important for a guy to know that you're the guy. Like you ain't gotta look over your shoulder.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You ain't worrying about because you threw a pick that the next guy coming in.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's important. That way
Mhm.
that way you can concentrate on business, man.
Exactly. Mhm.
Exactly, man.
With you on that.
Yeah, James, you know, honestly, man, James supposed to give him the first shake down here. That's sad to say. But
He had 2 seasons though. He just got hurt.
he did, and injuries, and I think he should have got his job back last year. With the way that we was up and down, bro, we should at least saw him if he was healthy enough to play. But see, that's the question. If he was healthy enough to play, there was always a question mark there.
Exactly, because that injury, that didn't sound too good.
And what else didn't sound too good is it's over football decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
bro.
That
wasn't a good line, bro.
Yeah, he needs to really fix that.
Yeah, man, that was
He
bad.
needs some media training, right?
Yeah, that was hard. That was horrible, bro. Because that lingers to this day.
Yeah.
And what he should have did is not him, but what Sean should have did in Drew's last game against Tampa Bay, and we knew he couldn't. He should put Jameis in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Should have played Jameis. Drew, you ain't got it today. Let Jameis get us there. You can start next week. But no,
right. At least we can get that taste out of our mouth. If we saw him play and it didn't work, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we at least we can be like, all right.
Right. But it didn't.
But we never. That never came. It never came. Didn't happen, bro.
It didn't happen, fam. It's just that simple. But look, fam, I'm about to get out of here, fam. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I want to thank Stone and AK, J Live, Legendary Coach Rock. I want to thank everybody in the chat row. No Cap, Eric, Daniel, Millie Too Ill, number one Saints fan. No Cap, no filter. Trey Big Bro, Till the legend. Thank you for coming through. Who else we got? We got Country Rail. Thank you for being here. Gray Raging Cajun. Thank you for being here, my brother. Cousin Bruce, appreciate you. Say, Dolph. Say, Dolph. What you think we gonna do? What you think we'll do? Shouts out to my boy, Young Nola. What's happening with you, baby? Thank you for being here. Big bro, Wildest came through. Thank you for touching down, coming through. Shouts out to our Ravens family member, Mozzie. Thank you for being here, Mozzie. As always, OG Jerry, Uncle Jerry, what we call him. Look, I want love, and I love all y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Stay safe. Have a good rest of y'all week. We'll see y'all Friday night, family. But until then, y'all know how we go out. Love and who that?
Who that?
See everybody,
baby.
See everybody Friday. Later. Keeping it real, who that sports pod? Legendary Coach Rock. Dog 17. Let's rock. Who that? Boss kick. Black and gold. Let's go. First and goal from the one. Best believe we go punch. Punching in, get them punch. With them Saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real, who the sports. Breaking news, interviews. Open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Pale Nation, just win. B.I. Mount Zion, Coach Green, oh my. CJ, JV, Trick or Trade, Jose. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby.